When you are building or upgrading a custom 3D printer, the bottleneck is often the motor control. Getting that perfect, silent, and precise movement is a headache, especially when your current controller starts hitting its limits in terms of responsiveness and feedback. That is where the MKS XRIVE Mini comes into the picture. It is a brushless servo motor controller that is essentially a condensed version of the proven ODRV version 3.6 architecture, designed to fit into smaller, more efficient setups. What stands out here is the integration of the AS5047P sensor right on the board. Having that high-precision magnetic encoder built in is a big help for anyone trying to close the loop on their motor control without dealing with messy external wiring. This controller isn't exactly plug-and-play for a beginner, but for someone building custom machinery or experimenting with advanced kinematics, it offers a level of control that standard stepper drivers just can't match in terms of torque and position accuracy. Because this is a compact unit, you will need to pay extra attention to your cooling and wiring management. It is designed to be efficient, but pushing it to its limits inside a cramped enclosure will definitely require some active airflow to keep things running reliably. One practical caution: take your time with the firmware setup. Since this is based on the ODRV ecosystem, the performance you get is heavily dependent on your calibration process. Don't rush the tuning, or you might not see the precision this hardware is actually capable of. Looking at the market right now, the price point for this unit, sitting at about $43.39 with a 34% discount, makes it a fairly interesting option if you were planning on upgrading your motion controller anyway. It is currently quite popular, with nearly 900 units out in the wild. Before you click order, verify your motor compatibility. Ensure the voltage and current ratings of your brushless motors align with what the XRIVE Mini can handle. You don't want to find out during assembly that your motors are drawing too much for the board. It is a specialized piece of kit, but for those who value precision and want to keep their build tidy, it might be exactly the upgrade your setup needs to take that next step forward in motion quality. If you are interested in looking at the technical specs or comparing this to other controllers, you can find the latest info on the landing page. Just make sure to double-check the current pricing and verify your setup requirements before finalizing anything.